This is a special edition of Late Night Health. I'm Mark Alyn. We're going to take a look at farmers. We're going to look at something called the All for Farmers Coalition. The pandemic's impact on farmers has been far-reaching, and the people at Tillamook and others have formed the American Farmland Trust. We're going to spend some time with Jocelyn Bridson. She's the Director of Environment and Community Impact at Tillamook County Creamery Association. And Jocelyn, welcome to Late Night Health.
Thank you so much for having me. It's really great to be here.
I've actually taken the tour at the Tillamook Farms, Tillamook Creamery, and I told my wife we were talking today, and she said, "Be sure to say all of your flavors of ice cream are great." So,
thank you so much.
You're welcome. Mary and Berry being my favorite. I actually live just outside of LA, about 10 miles, and we're actually in an agricultural county in Ventura County. And we have a lot of farm stands and produce and all kinds of farming. Are farms in trouble, especially independent farms?
Yeah, I think a lot of farms can be in trouble. Right now, U.S. farmers are about $450 billion in debt, and that's actually the largest it's been since the farm crisis of the 1980s. Production expenses are forecast to increase, higher spending on feed and fertilizer and labor. As we all know, oil and diesel is also going up. So it is challenging to be a farmer, whether they're large or small. From coast to coast, we feel like Tillamook really wants to support farmers across the nation, and those are just some of the facts that are happening with farmers. Obviously, there are some that are struggling more than others, but especially through the pandemic, we felt like we wanted to pitch in and help farmers across the country.
And you did that with 130 grants to farmers in 25 states. Congratulations. That's great.
Thank you. Yeah. So last year we formed that partnership with American Farmland Trust, which is a nonprofit national organization. They're really the only one that takes a holistic approach to agriculture. They focus on the land as well as practices and really supporting farmers. And what we did is last year we had a consumer-led campaign. A portion of our September sales raised went to American Farmland Trust. That totaled $1.6 million. That was the largest gift ever donated to AFT. And through that, we protected about 8,000 acres of farmland. In addition, we created a new grants program, the Brighter Future Fund. And as you mentioned, it awarded 130 grants across the United States and helped farmers with small projects. So they were $5,000 grants each. But overall, 96% of those grant recipients were underrepresented farmers, including female, non-binary, LGBTQ, BIPOC, and beginning farmers. So we really wanted to focus on farmers that might need a little assistance through the pandemic. And then now, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Is this a time for people to go into farming, or should they run?
Well, I've actually been through Ventura. I love Ventura as well, and it is a challenge. I think you have to have that entrepreneurial spirit to be a farmer. It is hard work as well. And it is a business. So you have to have, marketing skills, and you need to know about regulatory compliance and access to markets and not just the agronomy. So it's a challenge, but, we welcome people to get into farming if they're interested, but it is a hurdle to get into it. It's a lot of knowledge, not just how to grow food, but then all of the business aspects as well. And that's why we're actually continuing that partnership with AFT for 2 more years. We're actually underwriting the grant program for 2 more years, helping them have the staff capacity. And through that, we are donating $500,000 over those 2 years and helping them hopefully raise $1 million per year to continue that grants program.
Isn't Tillamook County Creamery a co-op of farmers and dairy people in the Portland area, Oregon area?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So we are based on the West Coast. Tillamook County is right on the Pacific Ocean, and we are a 112-year-old farmer-owned cooperative. So about 80 family farmers own our cooperative. They're our board of directors that help us guide us through our business decisions. So we originally were a pretty small Pacific Northwest beloved brand, but now we're one of the fastest growing dairy brands in the country. So if you haven't heard of us yet, please pick something up at your store. We're getting spread throughout the country. I know you're based there near LA, and I think Californians love us too for our delicious products and our excellence in ingredients. But yeah, our farmers really wanted to reach out and help other farmers. Today is actually National Farmers Day. And right. As we learned in 2020, ag is an essential industry. It's almost like we woke up and said, "Oh, yeah, we need food every day. Thanks, farmers." So, and today's a day to recognize farmers for that.
It's a great thing, because without farmers, we wouldn't be eating, and we wouldn't have salads and all those wonderful vegetables and meats and everything else that farmers raise. Tell us about Food 52.
Yeah, so this year we've done a few things differently than last year. We've built a coalition to help scale our impact. So we've partnered with Food 52, some other brands like Bob's Red Mill, Kodiak Cakes, and Vox Media to really raise awareness. And our partnership with Food 52 is really exciting, where consumers can actually go to an All for Farmers marketplace, where we have a number of different items where a percentage of the proceeds will go directly to benefit the American Farmland Trust. So on their website, we have an apron. It's a 5-2 and All for Farmers branded apron. 100% of the proceeds go to benefit farmers. Bees Wrap, which is a reusable food wrap, a really nice way to wrap your cheese. They're also a certified B Corp, as is Tillamook. 10% of the proceeds would go to AFT. So it's a place where consumers can go if they want to figure out, how can I chip into this? We have all that information at our own website, allforfarmers.com. It routes, and it's got all of the information and links to Food 52 there as well.
And that's allforfarmers.com. I'm going to be sure to do that. And we'll be talking about this on our sister program, Mark Alyn Cooks Your Dinner, later in the week. I promise to do that, because this is really important. Food52.com and also allforfarmers.com. Go there, because it's important to have fresh, clean food. And I think that's what this is all about, is it not?
Absolutely. I mean, we at Tillamook have a product excellence policy where we want to have clean labels and recognizable ingredients. And, at that allforfarmers.com, you can also donate directly. If you don't want to purchase something at Food 52, we have a donation directly that will go to American Farmland Trust, to that Brighter Future grant fund. And then you can also learn more. We have farmer stories that are really fun, and you can just dig in and see, why is it a challenge to farm? What are the good parts of it? I don't want to be all doom and gloom. It is great to be a farmer. It's to own land and to manage it, and to meet your consumers and feed the nation. It's really a privilege. But it's just a great website overall, the allforfarmers.com.
Well, I think this is a great thing to do, and the fact that it's all inclusive. The LGBTQ and non-binary female farmers, beginning farmers, all getting some help from this from the American Farmland Trust, I think is terrific. Again, the websites are food52.com and allforfarmers.com. Jocelyn, thanks so much for coming here and sharing this great information on National Farmers Day.
You bet. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.
Thank you. This is Late Night Health. I'm Mark Alyn.